But then after some years, what happened is Pharaoh dreamt a dream. And he said, and the king said, indeed, I have seen in a dream 7 fat cows being eaten by 7 that were lean. And then he did also saw another dream, and he said, and 7 green spikes of grain and other that were dry. O eminent ones, explain to me my vision if you should interpret visions. So the men, the people came around him and they were trying to interpret dreams, and they say, oh, these are just, mixtures of fall dreams. This is just like nothing and things like that. And guess who heard the Pharaoh talking about this? It was the slave of the Pharaoh who was giving the wine to him. He said, yeah, dreams. I dreamed something and it came true. Just like Joseph said, Joseph, I got to talk to Joseph. So he went to Joseph and he told him, hey, Joseph, Yusuf, we have this, this dream that, Pharaoh dreamt. Tell us about it. So Joseph said, he said to this man, he said, you will plant for 7 years consecutively, and what you harvest leave in its spikes, except a little from which you will eat. Then will come after that 7 difficult years. There will be a famine after this, which will consume what you saved for them, except a little from which you will store. Then will come after that a year in which the people will be given rain, and at which they will press olives and grapes. That means it will prosper again after those 7 years. The man was so happy. So he went back to Pharaoh and he told him, listen, I have this man, his name is Joseph. He dreamt a dream before, I dreamt before, and he interpreted my dream. And this is the interpretation of your dream by Joseph. So he said, bring him to me. But when the messenger came to him, Joseph said, no, I'm not going out yet. Return to your master and ask him, what is the case of the women to cut their hands? About the story that we talked about last time. Indeed, my Lord is knowing of their plan. Joseph over here, he acquired justice. He found this opportunity where he can actually speak out and, express himself and say that I was innocent. I didn't do anything wrong that deserved for me to be in jail. Pharaoh came to these women and they were all sitting over there. Among them was the wife of Al-Azeez, the woman that she seduced, Joseph. Said to the women, what was your condition when you sought to seduce Joseph? They said, perfect is Allah. We know about him no evil. The wife of Al-Azeez said, now the truth has become evident. It was I sought to seduce him, and indeed he is of the truthful. After so many years, it seems that finally she has some remorse and started to blame herself. This is the blaming self right here, where finally a person can feel that they did something wrong and they start blaming themselves and they start lashing themselves. And so here they say, I did something wrong. I confess. Finally, after she lied and she said, he's the one who seduced me, he's the one who was about to rape me, blah, blah, all these things. And she put him in jail unjustly. Finally, she admitted.
Her words, it's like a relief on her.
That's true.
She says, now the truth can be known. Now,
yes.
All those years of being under a lie,
it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure on her, of course. Yeah, and subhanallah, and I talked about last time, like how many times sometimes we say these little lies about things and then we start believing in these lies and it becomes our truth after a while, But seems that she has some kind of conscience, and that conscience kept like banging on her head. It's like, you've done something wrong, you got to go back and confess. So finally, she did confess. And she said, that is so Al-Azeez will know that I did not betray him in his absence, and that Allah does not guide the plan of betrayers. So she knew that she was wrong. And she kind of basically, indirectly, she sought forgiveness. She sought forgiveness from Al-Azeez, from her husband. And then look what she said. And she said, and I do not acquit myself. Indeed, the soul is a persistent enjoiner of evil. So last time when she was about to grab on him, and she was about to do what she wanted to do. That was An Nafs Al Lawwaamah. That was the nafs that actually enjoins the evil. Yeah, because of the desires. But now it's switched from commanding evil to blaming itself. Subhanallah. Indeed, my Lord is forgiving and merciful. So she sought forgiveness. Assalamu alaikum. How are you doing, Sister Jamila? ¿Cómo estás, amiga? Please, it's good to see you. MashaAllah. Yes. Yes. MashaAllah. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum. How are you doing? Good. Alhamdulillah. It's good to see you. Please. So finally, she finally admitted, and she said that I am, I am wrong.